Hello, hello. I need you to stop scrolling right now. That's what today's episode is going to be about. How to get people to stop scrolling in the feed. So when you've got a post, you want to make sure that people aren't just scrolling past your feed. So this is related to kind of video content and the ways that we can structure a video for a social media feed, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or any of the other social media feeds, or if they're on a landing page, or if we're putting this in a traditional commercial where people have to watch your thing in order to get to the thing they want. But in today's world, where a lot of these videos, we're trying to get people's attention, and we have about 3 seconds, and probably half a second to 3 seconds to really get their attention. And when we say attention, what we really mean is evoke an emotion. It's that emotion that we could, if we can create an emotion or at least attention in 3 seconds, we've got an opportunity to acquire a viewer. So what are some tricks? So the traditional way to set up a story is to begin at the beginning. Establish our character, establish our location, and then just establish what their desires or goals are, and then watch them go get it, see them get beat up, see them then, hopefully succeed, and then the end. In an online ad, we won't be very successful with that format. And the reason why is because people at the very beginning, when you're just setting up the character and the location, some leaves floating along the ground or whatever you're doing to set up the location, that is not going to catch anybody's attention, and they're just going to scroll right past it. Just swoop, gone. So we need to rewrite our scripts or rethink how we're producing the little video concept to try to get the attention of the people we want to reach. So here's my 3 tips on how to do this, and I will give you some examples at the end to show you some examples. And really, once you see these 3 tips and then you just go to your own feed, you're going to see example after example, especially from the big video post producers, the big social media places like BuzzFeed, Business Insider, Tech Insider, Science Insider. All of those, you'll see this principle in play. So one thing from the traditional script is start with the end of the story. Start with that scene that shows success, because typically it's going to be something that's really, really desirable. We're making our audience, visitor, viewer, the avatar, the person who is the hero of our story. So they're the hero, but on social media, if that's what the purpose of this video is, we want to put them getting the golden ring at the very beginning. And that picture of them with the golden ring, like maybe just grabbing it, that's the thing that's going to capture their attention and create emotion, because the thing that they want, that we've targeted them for, that our little script is built around, is them getting the thing. And we just let them get the thing right to the beginning. Then we go back and we show the process of how they got the thing, and maybe even establish who they are. That's the reason why a lot of videos, and I'm trying to do this in these little lives with really no planning whatsoever, is ask a question, right? Ask a question or set up the pain. Stop people in the feed. You've got to stop. You got to stop right now and watch this. So, something, because that's what my video is about, right? Close enough. The thing is that we've only got that 3 seconds. A question at least puts in context potentially either their pain, the thing that they're having trouble with, or their desire. And those are chances to evoke a small little bit of emotion in that beginning part. I'll tell you another secret about my silly little videos here in a second. But let me go on to the next. So the first tip is start with the end and then tell the story right in the next scene. Begin with the beginning and then go back to the end. Tell the story all the way through and then re-show the end again. So the end is really just there to catch their attention, and then we'll show the process. How does that happen that you get the end? The other thing is, if it's a product video, start with the product, like the thingy. A slow pan around the thingy. Show them the thingy. The thingy is what they want. The thingy is what is the big payoff here. If it's food, show somebody eating the thingy. It's the payoff. It's the thing. And if it's a very simple product, literally just start off with a very pretty picture, maybe with the model, because again, if there's a human face, it creates more emotion than without a human face. So show the thingy, then talk about its benefits, talk about whatever else you want to talk about, but show the thingy. And the last one is, if you're telling a story, you could, instead of starting with the very, very end, start with the most dramatic scene. Start with the scene where it's going to make people's eyebrows raise. A man standing over a woman like this, something horrible. We're just like, no! That's going to be a great thing to stop people in their tracks, right? We want to stop people in their tracks and then tell the story. So that's something that I see in script writing, or script planning. Like, nobody writes a script these days, but even in just the outline of the script, we need, if it's going to be on social media, we need that little hook. We need that hook at the beginning to get people to actually stay. So let me show you a couple of examples that I pulled from my feed. We're going backwards. There we go. So this one is a food video. This is by Food Beast, and they make really good videos specifically for Facebook. You can see that they're square. They take up a big portion of the thing, and see where this video starts. Right in the middle of the action, right? Just pulling the wings out of the fryer. And then that was a lot of action with the shaking. I think that this could have been a good place to start because it's a lot of action as well. But now they go into the story and even into the making of the wings. So, and then they've come back to that, and then we get a little payoff here. So you can see that the way they started, they tried to pick a dramatic and action-filled scene to start the video. So that's one example. Anytime that you can create emotion, right? So dogs, cats, children. Here's a post, and it's just two little toddlers who are extremely happy to see each other. Aw. And everybody's heart melts, and this gets 1 million views because that's just pure humanity right there. And then, so that's actually ties into my videos. I can't get little kids or dogs. I'm not going to do any of that. But what I can do is I can, ultimately my goal is to build an audience in the automotive industry. So by having all of these thumbnails with different cars in them, no, these are not my cars, but they are my photos. I am potentially capturing the attention besides, my ugly mug and a silly logo. I'm trying to capture the attention of people who are interested in cars, right? So let's go back and show you one more example. Again, this is, so watch the beginning of this one. So here they just caught you with a fast, so this one's maybe a little gimmicky. Again, I didn't spend a lot of time. This is a 15-second commercial, though. It's a fast commercial anyways. They're just trying to capture your attention. You can just see them do that with the with the motion and the sun and the word growth, and then they're on and they're getting you into what's inside their book. But better than no hook at all, no visual hook at all in the beginning of the video. That's it for today, guys. That's the tip of the day. That's the point. I just looked at a script, and I think it's a great script, but it is lacking a visual hook, or kind of how a social media video is typically done these days. Now, maybe the purpose of it, I have to find out, is for a landing page. Now, a landing page is, the headline is doing that work for us on a landing page. The whole goal of the headline is to focus people's attention, create that anticipation, that curiosity, that promise is all done in the headline, and they will sit for a little bit longer than the let's see, then I gotta get my website URL in there. They'll sit for a little bit longer than somebody on a social media feed who can literally move. On the other hand, if most people are coming by way of mobile, you better get to the meat of the matter pretty fast in that landing page video, or you're going to have bounces back to wherever they came from. That's it. That's the end of episode 49. I will be back tomorrow for episode 50, and hope you have a great day.